Good morning, ladies and gentlemen in Grand Colony in Nigeria. I remain your own elder statesperson, Reverend Dr. Bartholomew Agbochenu, coming your way this day, the 29th of April, 2023. This time around, I am coming up to sympathize with as many people as are subscribers to Theobald Global Foundation. I understand that the waiting has been for so long. Yes, the yearning, the desire, yes, the anxiety has been for so long. I am aware. If I say I am not aware, then I am inhumane. Then I am insensitive, which I am not. If anybody expected that the disbursement would drag up till now, is a lie. I never envisaged it. Nobody expected that we would see the end of January without disbursement. Neither did anybody expect that we would see the end of February without disbursement. March had come and gone, and here are we in the month of April, which is rounding up without we seeing a disbursement. The fact remains that this would upset one. This would create worries. If I come up and I say it wouldn't create worries, then it is a lie. I'm a human being to the core. I would like to sympathize with you people for the long time in waiting. But I come your way this morning to tell you the reality in the deal is not that this job is as easy as we think it is. It is not. Work is going on. You may be there saying, what is that work? What is that work that would take for so long? Ladies and gentlemen, you might not know what that work is until you are personally involved in doing it. You know, this grant practice of a thing, the way we are looking at it, the one we are expecting, I think I may be bold to say that it has never happened in this country. What all of us are expecting has never happened in this country. And common sense would tell us that it is not easy to come by. If it is, then you give us an example. Me, I have not been able to give an example, and as a matter of fact, when I am thinking about it, I should be humble. I should be humble. And that is the garment I would like all of us to put on. Put on the garment of humility when we think about it. My greatest joy is we are in for a short deal. The only problem we have envisaged is the delay. And I wish to tell you that delay is not denial. I would like to sharpen your faith. Keep on in your faith. Because of the delay, so many discouragers have come your way. I would like you to defeat them. Cast them behind you. Why? Because none of them have been able to deliver. When they think it is as easy as they think, they have not been able to deliver. What you have never done or what you have not been able to do, when somebody is trying to do it and you're talking about it, it is cautious for you to be humble about it. To be humble when you are talking about it. That is the real thing that should happen. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, just like I have said earlier, I am aware of your pains. You are not alone in the storm. I am also experiencing the pain. Every other person is experiencing the pain. But the reality is that what has to be done has to be done. And the good thing is that the waiting will not be infinitely long. We will get there. I come up this morning to encourage you to keep in the waiting. Work is going on. When you are far away from the happening point, there is the tendency for you to think far and wide and say, we are in for a charade, but that is not. Work is going on. The donor is working, putting things in place to make sure that when he lands, everybody will rejoice. Uh, just unlike so many of us wish that as many as have not been able to follow should be left behind. If you were the one that have not been able to follow and they leave you behind, will you be happy? This is not to say in any way that the waiting for others will continue forever. That is not what I'm saying. But I'm bringing in common sense. Look, recording had been on in Tioba, putting data together, putting various details together had been on. Now we are at the last desk, and the person giving out the money is putting up details together to make sure that, to the best of his knowledge, he is able to strike the deal above pass mark. And actually, that is what he is doing. As a matter of fact, I would like to let you know that Apostle Professor Theophilus O. Eboje is working around the clock. He is working around the clock to make sure that this deal is struck and at the necessary time. Ibrahim Ibrahim Moses Igoche, my appreciation to you in 1,000-fold. The young man is equally working. They are working together with the donor to make sure that smiles are put on their faces. And I make bold to tell you that yesterday the donor got across to me what he has been making the duo of Apostle Professor Theophilus O. Ebonyi to do and Ibrahim Moses Egoche to do. The work became too much for them to the extent that he has to extend to me by asking me some certain questions about clarity about other people. And I would like to be specific here and now for you to confirm more the authenticity of what I am telling you. Although there are several people that are there that are as many proofs as you are willing to supply, it will not move them. They will not be my targets. Those who proofs will not move them, I don't bother about them. I bother about people who are confused and would like to know something. I bother about people who are far away from the center and would like to be informed. People who put on the garments of Satan are not my target at all. They can continue in their criticism and the castigation and denigration. That would not move me at all. No matter the level of castigation and denigration and evil speaking and scandalism, provided we land safely and songs of joy are put on our lips, we have made it. Yesterday, the donor got across to me about the details of somebody whom I am going to mention his name, and I will equally mention his phone number for you to get across to find out whether what I am saying is the fact or it is false. There was somebody, Uzudima Temple Nkemka. Sorry, that name is an Igbo name. I am not an Igbo man. I may not be able to pronounce it the way it is. Of phone number 080 3812 5952. You know, the details he submitted, there were a little confusion about it. The donor, seeing me as the elder statesperson that has access to several people in this grand industry, most especially as far as Tuber Global Foundation is concerned, he chatted me that I should find out from that person to get the clarity about his details, which I did yesterday. And I sent it back to the donor. And the donor was very happy. And on relating with Uzudima Tempum Kemka, he was equally happy. There were things we spoke together. You can put a call across to that young man and confirm whether what I am saying is true or false. Yes, I know some of you are going to put calls across to him to find out whether it is true or false. And if they find out the truth about the whole thing, they are going to be happy. While several others are there, whether they call him or they don't call him, they have a way of talking denigratively. They are not my business. But what I stand here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, subscribers to Theobald Global Foundation and her faithfuls, so to say, you are not forgotten. You are in for a sure deal. I would like to encourage you much more to be patient. We are getting there. I felt I had stayed off the cyberspace for too long, so many cries coming my way. Elder statesman, please speak. Elder statesman, please speak. And you know, I wouldn't stay infinitely like that without listening to the yearnings of the people. That is why I have to come up this morning to speak. Therefore, I would like you to keep faith along. We are working. We are not folding our hands. We are working. Keep praying for the donor. Keep praying for our benefactor, Apostle Professor Theophilus O. Ebony. Keep praying for as many others as are working to make sure that we get to the shore where praises shall begin to ravage everywhere. Thank you so very much, I remain your own elder statesperson, Reverend Dr. Bartholomew Agbochenu. Have a very great day.